Smith from Recaptured Values. This video has taken entirely way too long to do, mainly because I was trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys, so you wouldn't have to ask a ton of questions, and also so that you wouldn't have to waste a whole bunch of time trying to figure it out on your own. I tried to make it as easy as possible so that you could just take this information and make your own bummies, which is the whole point. So that's why it's taken so long. On top of that, we've been battling the flu. Well, I've been battling the flu here, and so I've been in quarantine for the past few days. Just now feeling a little bit better. Still not 100%, but you guys are getting this video, so you're welcome. Alright, so this is how to add a skirt to the Big Noggin Baby. That's what's called on Etsy. Big Noggin Baby Bummies on Etsy. And they are just like your typical high-waist bummies. The video I did previously is the bummies. This is how to add a skirt to those. So, this is like a variation. This is a 9-inch skirt. And so here's the skirt, and here is the bummies underneath. It's just like a skirt, pretty much. This is the 9-inch skirt. And then this is my trial and error here. This is a 0 to, that was a 12 to 18 month size. This is a 0 to 3 month size, and this is a 4-inch skirt. And I didn't really like how short it was. But, so I went ahead and did a little pattern sheet here you could print out. You could download and print out, piece together, tape together. You have to cut and then tape together. And then it's color coded per size. And this is a 5-inch skirt. I found that that was the best size. So pretty much I try to do this with the math. You know how they say to calculate a circle. The math just wasn't adding up correctly, and so I was just like, whatever, I'm going to try to figure it out and save you guys a whole bunch of time and fabric trying to figure this out yourself. So I went ahead and just did trial and error myself and came up with this little Word document or PDF form you can print off. Super easy. All you have to do pretty much to piece this together, let me go ahead and point the camera down. Okay, all you have to do pretty much is you're going to cut around the black edges. I put a black border around the paper. You're going to cut that off on each page. Really, this one, the one that has a little bit on this side, you'll just have to cut down that side and this side. There's no need to cut all of it because you're not going to be taping all of it. Oops. Okay. Got that one. Same thing here. The bottom part's not really necessary to cut. It's getting kind of blurry there. This part's not really necessary to cut, but this part, and this part you need to cut. So I'm going to cut piece one. Never done this before. I've never had to make a PDF form, so, you know, let me know what you think about it. If you can use it, if you utilize it and it works well for you, let me know what you think. Because, oh wait, you don't cut that part off. Sorry, my bad. Okay, now I'm going to cut this part off. Because you're going to tape this part on top of it. So basically, you're going to get tape. Where did my tape go? Here it is. Alright, so you get tape. And you're going to line it up. So you cut one box off. And you're just going to line it up. So line up your box part here to that line. And it should match up perfectly. I don't know if you can see that. Let me back it up here. It should match up perfectly. And then you just tape over that. And then you just cut out whatever size you want to cut out. I couldn't figure out the layers feature. Like I said, this is my first PDF document that I've ever done personally. And so, I don't know how to do the layers feature on that, so you're going to have to print just pretty much just like the bummy pattern. I don't know. They don't have a layers feature on that bummy pattern either, so this doesn't have a layers feature. I didn't know how to do it. or I would do it. If you know how to do it, comment below and help me out. But if you don't, whatever. This is gonna work. Okay, so I already cut. So what you would do, obviously, you cut, and I said this is gonna be a 5-inch skirt. If you want it longer, you'd cut out, you know, you could trace. The best way to do it really is to like get a piece of string and to like get a pencil or whatever and tie it to your pencil and hold it on the end and then like, you know, like pendulum it like that so it's a perfect curve. But I didn't want you guys having to try to do that with every single size, so I went ahead and just did this. But if you want to make it longer, you can make it longer, just add length to it. But as far as the waist circumferences, this should be perfect. You will have to stretch the skirt or the bummy to fit the skirt a little bit, just a little bit, to make it work. But we'll show you how to do that in a second. So pretty much, so like 12 to 18 month size, that's the one I'm working with. So I will cut. I marked the sizes on here. Let's see if you can see. I marked the sizes on there, right here. And so you're gonna cut like 12 to 18 months is going to be this blue line here. So it's the line right above what says 12 to 18 months because you're going to want that number on your size. So you cut the blue and then you're going to cut this blue here on the blue line. And then it's going to look like this when you get done cutting it. And then so you got a piece here that says fold, fold. And so you're going to cut one of these on a double fold and that will get you a full circle with a circle out in the middle, and that's your full circle skirt. So I've already done that, and to make this video a little bit shorter, let me go grab everything that's over here. Okay, so I've already done that. I've already cut out my circle skirt here, and so I'm going to show you what that means to cut it out on a double fold. Okay, so pretty much here is a full piece of fabric, right? This is my fabric. Imagine it with no hole, nothing, not cut out. Okay, so double fold would mean, hey, you're going to fold it over like this. One fold, right? Fold it. So I folded the fabric over. And then not only am I going to fold it this way, I'm going to fold it this way. So there you have a fold. That's a folded piece of fabric. And then these are both folded piece of fabrics. Okay, so that's a double fold. And so then you'll put your piece of your pattern that you cut out, you'll put it on the fabric, which like I said, this would be an actual full piece of fabric. Don't, like, these holes aren't going to be cut out yet. You have to cut those out yourself. So then you put this on there, and then you'll line this part up with the fold, you'll line this part up with the fold, and then you'll cut. So you're not going to cut here, because that's a piece, it's going to be a folded piece of fabric. You're not going to cut here, because it's a folded piece of fabric. Only places you're going to cut are here and here, the circles. Okay, so once you cut that out, what I like to do is to go ahead and get everything snipped. My quarters are snipped because it makes everything easier when you're adding it to your bummies later. So I go ahead and just snip my quarters. I've already done that. Let me go see if I can line them up again just to make it easier here. I've already done that. So I've snipped here, here, and then both pieces here and here. Pretty much you're just marking 4 quarters, equal quarters, so that when you're doing your circle skirt, it'll be easy. Okay, so then I've got my waistband. I've already done that. If you want to learn how to do the bummy part, watch the other video. I've already got the bummies to this part. This is the part you're going to do your bummies just like this. Put the leg cuffs on, get your bummies sewn up, but leave the waistband off because that's where the skirt comes in. So pretty much what you're going to do. Let me grab the pins here for a second and I'll show you. So what you're going to do is, this is where the skirt comes in and how to do it. It's pretty simple when you if you just think about it for a second. But okay, so I'm going to start with the back because I like to line my waist seam up with the back. So your skirt is going to go, all right, so my bummies are right side out. This is the part that you would see. All right, so this is the back here. So my skirt is going to be actually right side out. Okay? So I'm going to mark it, quarter it up. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to grab this waistband here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to grab this waistband here, and I'm also going to mark it too. I'm going to add it. So, just that one piece. Don't grab both. This is the front of the bummies. So remove that down. So we'll just do the back. The back solid part, our skirt, which is right side out, and our waistband. And you're going to pin that there. And then you're going to move over to the side here. So you're going to grab the side seam of the bummies. And then you're going to match it up to the next point that you clipped on your skirt. And then you're going to match it up to the side seam, or the side piece that you clipped on your waistband. Like I said, if you want to learn how to do the waistband and the leg cuffs on the bummies, watch the other video. We go into pretty good detail as to how to do that. Alright, so you keep working your way around, do the same thing. Matching each piece up. So that's the front now of the bummies. Match the skirt piece up. And then match the front of the waistband up. Alright. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm breathing really hard. Like I said, I'm getting over the flu here. Still not all the way over it, but I know you guys have been waiting on this. So, alright. Last side seam here to the skirt, and then the last waistband point here. Alright, so when you get that done, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like that's the inside of the bummies. And so that's what it's going to look like for now. So we're going to go over here to the sewing, or to our serger, and get this done. So, 1 second. Alright, so we're over here at the serger. I showed my settings on the bummy video, and it's the exact same settings that I use. So if you want to find that out, go to that video and find that out. So basically what you do now is you're just going to sew, you're going to serge the seam together, and you're going to serge the bummies, the skirt, and the waistband all in one seam. So it's just important that you make sure that your skirt is pulled up and in the seam. That's the only main thing that you really need to make sure, and make sure that there's no folds in it, because you'll be able to see that. So I just did that. If you see, I went in like this and pulled everything up so where it's nice and tidy and all in the same, all the raw edges are together, so that when you serge this, it's all going to be caught in the same seam. Alright, so make sure you're removing your pins. I'm going to remove this first one here. Alright, make sure everything's flat. Alright, remove the next pin, and you just keep going around in a circle here. Remove the pin, and just keep on going. Like I said, make sure that the skirt is up. Keep making sure that skirt doesn't fall down, because it would look really goofy if it does. Almost back to the... And this part here, I just like to cut off my excess. But pretty much this part here, I just keep messing with it until I get all the little frizzies off. You could zigzag a stitch over this. Some people like to just keep their tail and cut it long, and then use the little tool to pick, or to push your tail through. Whichever works for you. I normally go over and zigzag, so I'm gonna go do that. But for video purposes, I'm not gonna show that. Okay, so let's go back over to the table. Alright, so this was a super simple video, and I pretty much took all the hard work out of it for you guys. So it should be really simple to add the skirt to the Big Noggin Baby Bummies. So here's the finished project here. This is a 5-inch skirt. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit, like, not too short, but short enough, you know, that it's frilly and cute, but not too short that it, like, just looks like a weird ruffle on a skirt. I found 5 inches to be the most cute. You can add length to it, you can shorten it, you could do whatever you want to it, but for the purposes of the PDF that you will get from our website, it's just a 5-inch skirt. So there it is. That's the front. This is the back. And you can, this is a double brush poly fabric, which is why it's kind of just like flowy. You can use bullet, Liverpool. You can use scuba fabric. What else can you use? You can use, I don't know how to say that word. Is it Ponte? You can use that. Ponte. I don't know how you say that word. I thought it was called point, so not very fancy. But yeah, this is the inside. It's just basically like a really cute skirt. But these are super cute for Easter, pair with some tights or high knee socks. And it's super cute. Next up is going to be our bell bottoms, so make sure you keep watching for that. And always, we do watch your comments, so make sure that you watch the video all the way through as well. We try to answer the majority of the questions that we can think that you may ask. We try to answer them in the video. So if you have a question, remember and try to watch the video all the way through. But if there's something we missed, I'd gladly answer your questions. But if it's a question that's asked 50 million times, look in the comments, see if we've answered the question before, and you know, make sure you watch the video, because there's a lot of questions that people are asking that I'm like, if you watched the video, it's right there in the video, but whatever. Okay, but yeah, this is the skirt. And so, there we go, the video that took forever. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you subscribe to see all the rest of our videos.